Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are back together here with another video, and Star Wars is the topic of this video here. Star Wars, I grew up on it. I remember actually going to the movie in 1983. Return of the Jedi was the first Star Wars movie I actually saw when I was a little boy. And I've been captivated ever since under the George Lucas regime, because he's the creator, and now it's under Disney. And I've been very, very disappointed with Disney. Some things are good, but for the most part, I would say about 70% of what they've given us has been trash. George Lucas created a cultural phenomenon. Little kids, when I was little, we loved it. We loved it. Now, unfortunately, little kids have to grow up under the Disney regime, putting out Star Wars, and it's just not the same anymore. Now, you did not grow up a Star Wars fan.
No.
You had never seen a Star Wars movie until we got together, right?
Right.
So what do you think of the George Lucas Star Wars?
I really enjoy it. I mean, I'm not a fan of it, but I mean, I didn't really get the story at first because we first saw like the New Hope.
Yeah.
Instead, and I like it, except I really don't understand about Darth Vader until, I saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
Then,
Well, the original trilogy is really the story of Vader.
yeah.
I mean, Anakin Skywalker is the key to the whole story. Luke is the hero in the original trilogy, and in the prequels, it's about the fall of Vader.
Yeah, but just like watching like the New Hope is like, I mean, it's a good movie, but I'm not like really emotional.
You're not a super fan like me and Rhodes are.
Well, I was not really emotional with the story, but until I saw like, the history of like Anakin.
The prequels.
Yeah, then like, I
Makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Clone
more
Wars,
English.
the Clone Wars cartoon, that's some of my favorite stuff. It really fills in a lot of the gap of between episode 2 and episode 3. But now we're under Disney now, and Disney they've been under fire for destroying Star Wars pretty much. It's not the same thing anymore. Pretty much the only good movie that they made is Rogue One to me. Everything else is just trash. They ruined the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. That was awful. They ruined Boba Fett. That was awful. Cassian Andor is okay. You tend to fall asleep on it. You're not that interested in it
Yeah.
either. So, but going back many, many decades, people look at Star Wars as almost a religion. Now, what we're going to be talking about here in the UK, it was an actual religion. Look at this. Hundreds of thousands literally lose their faith in Disney Star Wars. When I saw this title here, I was like, okay, the Star Wars is bad, so they're just kind of out of it. No, they were actually identifying Jedi as a religion, like in documents.
But, I mean, what is, like, their religion about?
They just identified as Jedi. I don't know all the details of it, but it says hundreds of thousands of people in the UK have literally lost their faith in Star Wars. The numbers don't lie. It says here, hundreds of thousands of people, 390,127, recorded their religious affiliation as a member of the mystical religion from the Star Wars series on census forms in 2001 and 2011. That led to Jedi Knight being officially recognized with its own category in the data by the Office for National Statistics. So Jedi Knight was an official religious affiliation because so many people were recording a Jedi Knight as their religion because of Star Wars. And there's some
Don't
people,
you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. That's what people were writing down. They were writing down. It ain't about is it good or not. People were writing it down, and they were identifying Jedi as their religion. But check this out. The latest results show that England and Wales Jedi Order fell from 176,000 a decade ago to below 1,600, leading to Jedi Knight being aggregated into a no religion category. Quote, it's not so much Return of the Jedi, more the demise of the Jedi, said a spokesperson for the ONS. So pretty much, it seems like Disney and their terrible Star Wars movies and the content that they put out has pretty much become Revenge of the Sith, where they just wiped out the Jedi, you know? And I guess you could say that Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger, I guess they're Emperor Palpatine or Vader, and they just went out there and turned people off in Star Wars to where the flames of the Jedi is pretty much going out in the UK. People don't even want to identify as Jedi Knights anymore. Maybe it's just that bad. Now, in this article here, they don't like the prequels. They're trashing the prequels in this. I love the prequels. Revenge of the Sith, my second favorite Star Wars movie. I can probably make a case it's my favorite, but still, it's my second favorite. Return of the Jedi is my favorite. But still, when I see this, and I see the destruction of Star Wars, there's so many people that love Star Wars. You realize that hardly anybody's watched Andor? Mm-hmm. The ratings for Andor were terrible.
It is?
Nobody was watching it. People were turned off. I guess people were just sick of the propaganda with Andor. What have you actually liked from Disney Star Wars?
After George Lucas?
Yeah, after George Lucas, what have you liked? Rogue One for me. Bad Batch is okay. And Rogue One? Bad Batch is okay. Tales of the Jedi is really good.
I don't like any except the
They ain't much.
Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian, yeah, that's another one.
But then, like,
Mandalorian's really good.
they fire
Gina
Gina
Carano.
Carano, and I just stopped watching it.
I don't remember when, well, she got fired after season 2, so season 3 isn't even out yet, so I'm not exactly sure when that's actually coming out. But you got the Ahsoka show that's coming out, but for the most part, there's not much that I like. I hated Solo. I did not like Solo at all. Solo was trash. That actually lost money. The Rise of Skywalker, which I call The Rise of Palpatine, I went to the movie theater. That was a discombobulated mess. It was awful. It was worse than Last Jedi. A lot of people trashed Last Jedi. Nah, Rise of Skywalker was worse. And The Force Awakens, people were praising it back in 2014, 2015. It was awful. It was a rehash of A New Hope. I didn't need to see that again. But this just tells me now, I didn't know that. I wouldn't put down Jedi Knight as a religion. Now, of course, I'm a Christian, so I definitely would not put down Jedi Knight. But this is from 2011. George sold the company in 2012. And in 10 years, they went from that many people, almost 400,000 people, down to 1,600 people identifying Jedi as their religion.
Well, I guess the really main one that people don't like is The Last Jedi because
that's the one where
they turned Luke into something else.
Yeah, Luke wasn't really even in the first one, and in what is it called? The Force Awakens. It just slipped my mind. He didn't say one word. They wrote him out. Then they made him a quitter in The Last Jedi, and that was the last straw, I believe. That was really the major decline. I saw right through it, though. When The Force Awakens came out, I was like, nah, this is garbage. Why is Rey doing these things? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, because Luke's supposed to be like, he defeated Darth Vader.
Yeah, his father, This is why they don't understand Star Wars. Luke did not want to kill his father.
No.
He felt the good in him.
Yeah.
But in The Last Jedi, he had a bad dream about Ben and then thinks about assassinating him? Come on. That's ridiculous right there. Assassinating his own nephew.
Oh, yeah.
No, come on.
That was kind of...
No. Boy, that movie's awful. It is so bad. And Rey, they didn't have a plan for that sequel trilogy.
I mean, and the fighting, I mean, like,
The lightsaber battles were
yeah,
trash.
it's just like, it's real obvious. I mean, especially for the fan, I think it's real obvious the fighting skill. Like when you see like the Josh Lucas.
Ray beat Kylo Ren. She had no training ever.
Yeah, but like when you look at like the Josh Lucas movie
Yeah.
and then the
Look at Luke's
one without-
progression.
Yeah.
Luke didn't do nothing with the lightsaber in A New Hope.
The new
He got his ass kicked by Vader in Empire.
yeah.
Then he beats Vader in Return of the Jedi. Rey, she never lost a fight.
No, the fight is like the new one in the without Josh Lucas. The fighting is like a baby fighting.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. You know the Samuel L. Jackson. You know he played Mace Windu.
Yeah,
He came out when he saw the Force Awakens. He's like, man, those kids need some lightsaber training. He was critical of the lightsaber fighting.
yeah. I like the fighting with Mace Windu and the Palpatine.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good. Yoda and Palpatine.
Yeah, that was
like
good
that.
fighting.
And Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting was really good. But
Yeah.
Duel of the Fates and the Phantom Menace, that changed everything. Because that's when you got to see Jedi in their prime, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon fighting Darth Maul. I remember seeing I was in Lake Charles in the movie theater watching that, and I was like, wow. I saw the Phantom Menace 6 times in the movie theater. Mm-hmm. I really love the prequels. I do. Are they better than their original trilogy? No, they're not. But that's still very, very much enjoyable and light years better than what Disney's given us.
Yeah.
Light years better.
But for me, like it's better to see how Anakin ended up to be a Darth Vader and then watch the New Hope, then you understand.
Yeah, I mean, you got 6 movies of the Anakin track.
Yeah.
You know, he's a little boy. Then he becomes a teenager. He loses his mother. Episode 3, loses his wife. Thinks his babies are dead too. Turns to the dark side. Then he's all super bad in A New Hope. Then he goes then you can see how really evil he is in Empire. Chops off his son's hand. Tries to recruit him to the dark side. Then in episode 6, his son is getting shot to death with force lightning. And he turns back to the light.
Yeah.
That's the complete arc. What kind of complete arc did Rey have? Nothing. No struggles, no battles. They had potential with Finn, but then they did nothing with him. Rose Tico, awful character. Just terrible. Disappointed. And a lot of people lost their faith now, it seems, in Disney Star Wars. But I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. The religion of the Jedi Knights is dead in the UK, it seems. Doesn't seem like it's going to get any better anytime soon. So, you got anything else to add to this before we wrap it up?
No, wait, see.
There ain't really much else in this article, though.
Wait, look at this. But I'm sure read that say on
Where at the
the
bottom?
last part. Yeah.
What is it? Oh my goodness, this is funny. But I'm sure the Kennedy and the child groomers at Disney are reading this and thinking, good riddance to those straight white male sexist and racist.
What?
That is funny right there. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And we will see you on Friday.
Goodbye.